Okay, hello. This is Professor Ramos with psychopathology. I just wanted to highlight that I understand that Journal 4 was not working. It should be up and running now. It had closed, and so I opened that back up, and so it should be, you should be able to download that. So if you were having trouble, please go back to Journal 4 and try to upload that. Everyone is doing really well in the class. I hope that the readings are really opening your eyes to just the different terminology, the different way in which we practice and diagnose the various disorders, because all of that's going to be very important to your practice and especially in practicum. I was gone for about 2 weeks on vacation, so I'm sorry if I missed any of your emails. I tried as soon as I got back to get back to everyone and have been looking through all of your assignments and your discussion questions, and everyone is doing a really great job. I wanted to give you a little overview of the quiz that is due on Monday. The quiz is pretty straightforward. It has a vignette. In the vignette, you need to diagnose. You need to give a rationale for your diagnosis. And then there are a couple legal and ethical considerations that I want to know that you know. Something I wanted to highlight for you was in the first PowerPoint that I went through with you guys, the considerations that must be listed in all vignettes. I wanted to make sure that you remembered your responsibility to the client and you noted that in your vignette, your confidentiality requirements, professional competency and integrity. For you guys, you would be considered for this vignette a marriage and family therapist trainee. Must give the client your mandated reporter status, so make sure to include that. And you must note that you would keep the treatment records of all clients consistent with sound judgment and standard of the profession. So making sure to include all of those is very important, as well as diagnosis and rationale for diagnosis. Also on this quiz are some terminology like what is psychopathology, things like that, DSM-5. And also it will ask you, what are the considerations that must be listed in all vignettes? That's just a short answer, so keep it short. So you want to list the 5 considerations in all vignettes. I just want to make sure that you know. There's another question on the Milgram experiment. You're just going to very briefly, list some of the unethical practices that were in that experiment. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so I hope that answers any of your quiz questions. I'm going to be uploading your schizophrenia presentation PowerPoint for you to review. So far, your book has covered anxiety, mood disorders, schizophrenia, personality disorders, and eating disorders. And for the rest of the class, you'll cover sexual dysfunction, somatoform disorders, and substance use. My lectures won't cover all of these. I'm highlighting the topics that I think that you are prone to see the most of. Eating disorders is a specialty. I will cover that briefly, but do know that to treat eating disorders with best practice, you would want to make sure to get additional training on how to treat eating disorders. All right, so please continue to email me if you have any questions. You guys are doing fantastic, and I will talk to you soon.